welcome to Camouflage Gaming, where Camo does the news. Now, that might be a little confusing to you, but don't worry. I'll explain it in another video and put that as like my channel intro. So today, we're looking at a New York Times article. Now, I know you're going to say, Camo, what the heck, man? Why are you paying for a New York Times subscription? Don't you know it's just propaganda for the left-wing establishment? My response to that is no. It's just propaganda for the establishment. Remember, there's a lot of people on the right who vote with the left almost every time on big issue things. Because when it comes down to it, there's really two parties in Washington. There's the establishment, and there's the people who go in there to actually do something. So the reason why I got the New York Times is because of this. It's the Times Machine. The Times Machine is something I need for my research. I'm currently working on a string of articles about some people in the Civil War era, specifically in the pre-Civil War era, right before war broke out. It's focused around a guy named Rushmore G. Horton. He wrote a book called The Life and Public Services of James Buchanan. He also wrote A Youth's History of the Great Civil War. He was a anti-abolitionist. And I have never heard the anti-abolitionist arguments before. So this is what I'm really buying. And I'm like, well, I have this New York Times article, or a subscription. Let's make some videos. So today we're looking at a video called Scrapbooking Isn't Just for White People. I'm going to make this really short because it's really broken down into 3 points. The first point is that there is a perception of scrapbooking being a white activity. Now, I never understood why people would say something is a white activity or a black activity, because that reminds me to post-Civil War times to pre-Civil Rights times, where there was that segregation of things. And I would really like if we kept it to where there was that not having that segregation, and not because it's artificial. It's an artificial segregation. There isn't really anything that's white only and black only. There are certain medical things that affect each race differently, and I think, if I remember correctly, black people get vitamin D easier, and a couple of other things. What's the saying? Black don't crack. Um, but that's not in regards to chosen activities. And I think that's what really matters here, is that we all have agency, and the activities that you do aren't defined by who you are. And what that's saying is if you've seen Ratatouille, I think I'm saying that right, the Pixar film with the rat, Remy, I love that movie. Anyone can be a chef. And it's not saying that everyone can cook, but that a cook can come from anywhere. And that's what it's trying to say, is this not everyone scrapbooks, but a scrapbooker can come from anywhere. So it's not segregated by skin. And when I first read this, I thought, this obviously means that there's a opening in the market, that because scrapbooking isn't just for white people and people of color who are craft are being overlooked, then obviously there's products that need to be made that aren't being made. This needs to be capitalized on. One of these people in this article can capitalize on this, and they can help out a lot of people who scrapbook. They can further the cause of scrapbooking to more people, get it out there to more people. It's a good thing people need to do. It helps them remember. It helps you remember. It gives you a history. That if you look at what we learn from history, some of the best things we learn are not from the newspaper clippings, but people's journals. People's journals is where it comes at, and the Mormon Church, or the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, has taught that we should keep a journal for a very long time, and that was another part in this article. Now, they basically say that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and their members have had a strong influence. Right here, it has ties to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And then it talks about the documented history of regulating black members to second-class status in the late 1970s. I want to put a asterisk next to that and say that we will I cannot speak today. That we will talk about this later. I'm actually working on a article about this too, and it's pulling from a lot of different sources. It's kind of getting hard to keep them all tracked, so that probably won't be a video. And if it is a video, it will be a video with a small book attached to it. And there's basically they call out the fact that the design teams for these scrapbooking places generally don't have a black person or other people of color, which I hate saying people of color. I really do, but I have to use this term because that's what they're using in here. Because it really shouldn't be about race. Honestly. And this one I'm going to throw out there for free for anyone. We need a kind of a drop shipped thing where you can upload your own vectors, your own vector art to the site, and they will cut out the custom made scrapbooking designs for you, either on like sticky vinyl or just on regular construction paper or other specialty paper. And they can do the other things like put Google Doll eyes on it, or you can do that. I mean, that's part of the fun of scrapbooking. Because I think that there's a market for that. And if I haven't scrapbooked in years, but that would be something I would want to use because I've got Photoshop and Illustrator, and I know how to use it. Oh wait, wouldn't that need a CAD file for Cricut? I don't remember. Yeah, so that was my basic message, that we should really stop saying these things about the separation of activities based on skin color, based on the majority. If a majority of white people do this, then that doesn't make it inherently white. It just means that culturally, a group of people have gravitated to doing this. And there's always going to be crossover. Like, I listen to a lot of rap music, and I'm white as hell. So, and I enjoy rap music. Hobson is probably my favorite. After him, Jaron Benton and Dizzy Wright. And if you notice, all Funk Volume, because I loved them before they broke up. I still follow them separately. Oh, and Tech Nine. Tech Nine's awesome. But what I'm trying to say is that if we can just, instead of dividing ourselves using these hobbies, we should be using these hobbies to bring ourselves together. Like, this shouldn't be divisive. This should be bringing people together. And that's what I'm trying to say, basically. Hobbies should be the thing that unite us, not the thing that drives us apart. That's politics. Politics drives us apart. Stop politicizing everything. Thank you for watching a news review with Kamo. Please like and subscribe, as it helps the channel out a lot. You can check out articles at seantwood.com. Articles are posted almost never, but we are working on posting one a week. We upload videos every Thursday. Have a great day.